So these right here are the new AirPods Pro. As you can see on the back, they do have USB-C, and new-ish, right? They've been out for a little while at this point. But the reason I decided to buy them was because I have used my old AirPods Pro since 2019, which was, of course, when they came out. So at that point, it's been about 6 years. But you can see they do look fairly normal compared to older AirPods, except for that little lanyard tether. But, I mean, upon even opening them up, they still look very similar to the older style of AirPods. So at this point, I have used these AirPods Pro for about a month now. And I would love to say it's been smooth sailing, but it really hasn't. So let me talk about that. So I got these AirPods Pro for $169, brand new from Best Buy. They were doing a discount. I was like, all right, it's cheap enough. Let's go ahead and just grab a pair, see what happens. And it is at its core an Apple product. It's AirPods. They're awesome. However, this is one of 3 pairs that I have bought from Best Buy in this month-long span. And the reason is because every single pair has had an issue where either noise cancellation fluctuates in strength, meaning one moment it's super strong, can't hear anything, the next moment it sounds like transparency is just on. But the other issue I've had is audio switching from ear to ear back and forth, which is really annoying when you're just trying to listen or watch something. But at this point it's like, all right, the discount's over. I'm really just kind of done worrying about these, so I'm just going to suck it up and use them. But if we're looking past that, again, at its core, it is a pair of AirPods Pro. They're very convenient. If you have a whole Apple ecosystem, pair it right up. It works across all the devices. That's why I wanted this over, a $40 pair of in-ear monitors. They might sound better, but, these are just convenient. Now, on the inside, there is the H2 chip, meaning it's got upgraded noise cancellation, right? Apple claims a 2x improvement. I don't know that I've had that, but it is stronger. But it also has new cool software features where it will automatically lower the volume of surrounding noises with transparency mode enabled in order to keep your ears safer. Kind of cool. And it will also raise the volume of the audio you're listening to when you come into a noisier environment to keep that nice, clear, audible volume. Both are cool, right? They're both powered by the H2 chip, but in all honesty, I've turned them off. I just use these as a pair of noise cancellation earbuds, and I'm totally okay with that. Physically, they're not much different from the older AirPods Pro. The case itself is designed exactly the same. Of course, besides the addition of USB-C, the speakers, as well as the lanyard. But, I can say it is very convenient having one cable for everything, because now everything charges with USB-C, which I am very thankful for. And as far as audio quality itself is concerned, I can't really demonstrate that to you through video. But if you're just taking my word for it as somebody who is not an audio nerd by any means, I think they sound slightly different, maybe a little bit more, separation between the different types of music and stuff like that, which that did not sound at all professional. But I would say audio is just about exactly the same. Like I said, noise cancellation is a bit stronger, which I really appreciate. And, when I use these to go to the gym a lot and work out in. And it is nice to be able to just kind of be in my own world, listening to my own stuff without hearing everything around me. But, even if you're somebody who has the original AirPods Pro, honestly, unless the software features make a difference to you, meaning, stronger noise cancellation, having the adaptive audio and cool transparency mode stuff, or the speakers in the case too. If that makes a difference to you, then for sure I would say buy them. But if all you're going to use them for is just noise cancellation earbuds, unless you really want that stronger noise cancellation, honestly, I wouldn't say you need to go out and get these, especially if you have the older AirPods Pro. But at the same time, if you are looking for a pair of AirPods Pro, I think these are great. If you want to have all of your cables be USB-C, one cable for everything, these are great. Or if you happen to own an Apple Vision Pro, these do support lossless audio wirelessly with the Vision Pro. Why is it not on the, with the newest iPhones? I don't know. I feel like we totally could add that up. That would be kind of fun. But you know, I think this is a fairly well-rounded pair of headphones, ignoring the weird issues I've had. If you happen to have had these issues, of course, let me know in the comments. You know, it's annoying, it is what it is, but it's Apple, it's the AirPods, you know them, and they're great. But hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, as it helps me out a ton. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah, bye guys.